Hello, 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 hello. Hi, my sweet, 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 sweet sleepyheads. How are you? Sorry, I can't do the finger flutters today for some reason. I put on lotion earlier, so hi. It felt very fitting today to wear the same sweatshirt that I wore for my very first ASMR video. I've just been doing so many role plays and things like that lately, and we just hit 25,000 subscribers, and I've been doing a lot of role plays, but a lot of you don't know me, or I started this channel and you have a lot of questions, and so I just figured we'd do like a little reset, and I talk about me, and I've had so many life changes lately, so I just figured we could chat. So if you'd like to hear me ramble a little bit and you can drift off to sleep if it's boring, then you can stick around with me. I have so many things that I want to cover and talk about in this video, but I really don't have anything set, so I might miss something or whatever. Feel free to continue to be curious and ask me questions. As for my members, if you guys ask me questions, those are top priority. They will always be answered, and I can answer them in the comments in this video, and I'll try and pin some that are frequently asked questions, and I try not to get too personal on this channel, but I want to be vulnerable and intimate with you guys because you're awesome, but for safety reasons I can't do a lot of things, unfortunately. Gotta protect myself. Not necessarily from you guys, just if someone, there are some scary people out there, so keep yourselves safe too, please. Yeah, anyway, without further ado, throughout this video you might hear some loud noises. That is because I have relocated and I am now in a big city. I did a really big move, and you guys didn't get videos from me for a while. I had graduation from college. It was really big, really scary, really exciting, but it is very loud here. There's a train that goes off maybe 10 to 12 times a day, which is kind of crazy. It's very loud. People blaring music, etc. I do have a big girl job. So that is typically taking up the majority of my time and energy, and I make these videos for you guys whenever I can. But it's typically later in the evening, and that is when things start to get a little bit loud. So I've had to pick up on some of the editing, but also I'm not a pro, so sometimes I just get really frustrated and I won't film. But I'm really trying, and I really try to find time, energy, and creativity to make content for you guys. So I appreciate you all being really patient with me and so sweet and supportive as always. You are the best, and you're the reason that I keep making these videos. I have stopped making custom videos for the time being. I've considered doing customs if I'm allowed to also put some on the channel, but it got so chaotic with everything that I was doing and building and in my new life, and got kind of crazy, and I was making people wait a very long time for their content, which is not fair to them. It took me longer to put out videos on this channel, and because I was prioritizing those because I get paid specifically for those, and although I have a big girl job, I do use this to pay bills and pay my rent, and so it gets kind of complicated, but I don't want to treat this like a job. I want it to be fun and lively because I want to keep going back, and I don't want to take out any of that stress or anything on you guys. I feel like sometimes you can feel it through the screen, so anyways, I don't want to talk about any stressors. I'm actually really happy. I'm doing very well for the first time in a minute. Not that I wasn't well particularly, but I had a lot of stressors and things are crazy, and I have a roommate, and planning everything around filming and my new life and job was super crazy. But I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so happy we got to 25,000 subscribers. It feels really weird to me because in my mind 30 was like 30 is never gonna happen, 30,000, and if I hit that, to me, I don't know why, I feel like I'm gonna throw a little party. That's like my personal goal. Maybe because I feel like I can't get higher than that, but that just feels like a crazy big number. Not that 25 isn't. But I'm the way that things are moving and inching forward, it makes me feel like a really lucky gal. And I'm trying to continue to make content that you guys like. I know you guys request a lot of fun characters and things that I do, some new, some old, and I try and mix it up and keep something for everybody, but I also want you guys to keep going back for the content that you do enjoy and do love. So please continue to give me good recommendations, but know that I'm only one person and I only have so many resources. So thank you for, fueling my creativity, but also being really gentle and patient with me. Speaking of resources, I am so fortunate enough to have bought very little for this channel. The light that I'm using, the lovely microphone that I'm using, it is all gifted to me by you all. I have an Amazon wish list. A lot of the props and triggers and wigs and fun things that I have do come from that. And this is not an ask. This is not telling you to go out and, fund my ASMR channel or journey. This is just to say that if you do request certain role plays and things like that, or different, you want better sound quality or whatever, I do not have the means to really expand my channel in that way at this time. I am just a 22-year-old starting out life, and I have big girl bills to pay now. So again, no asks here, but immense gratitude to those of you who have helped me to grow my channel in that way, because without you I wouldn't have lighting, I wouldn't have good sound quality. I'd have decor, but what does that help? Maybe a little, but I really do appreciate it. So anyway, let's get into some fun, frequently asked questions about me, and then I'll get into the future of the channel and some more fun stuff. Again, I told you this is just gonna be me rambling a lot and you guys getting to know me. Oh, speaking of which, for those of you who are new, you absolutely can call me Slumber. Or AB, like the letters A, B. And the reason for that is I randomly got that nickname out of the blue in my childhood, and I try not to disclose my real name on here for safety reasons, but it's also just like a very sentimental thing in my heart, because only people very close to me call me that, so hence for you guys. And then Slumber, obviously, for the channel name. You guys are more than welcome to call me, whatever you fancy, but please make it nice. And you guys you're the sweetest subscribers I think there ever has been, ever will be. I just really appreciate it, and I try and be sweet and genuine with you guys too, as much as I can. I try and respond to 99% of the comments, at least like them and acknowledge them. If you guys email me and message me on Instagram, I try to respond, but it can get really crazy. So one-on-one conversations and long-term things I unfortunately cannot do. But you guys make my day, and I love hearing your stories and anecdotes and sweet messages, and it just makes me so happy. One day I want to make like a scrapbook with all of them. But like I said, I'm 22 going on 23. I'm a Scorpio. My favorite color is green. can't tell, I am living in the United States around the East Coast area, so I am on Eastern Standard Time. So anytime I post, if I say the post is going to be out at 4, it will be out at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, unless I say otherwise. I do have an Instagram. Let's see, I do have a membership, but my members are also the sweetest people in the world because I so seldom am able to make individualized content for my members and for those on the top tier. And they are so loving and supportive in the fact that they are still contributing to my channel without getting those very frequently in return. I genuinely appreciate it, but no harm, no foul if you guys can't do that. I mean, I can't hold up my end of the bargain half the time, but there are lower tiers that I do fulfill and that are quick and easy and just help me to get to know you guys better, and I can, have a closer knit relationship with you guys. So that's that. I don't have a Patreon, but I'm thinking about making a Discord. So if you guys are on Discord, if you like it, if you want to talk with other Slumber Space ASMR subscribers, or like give me video ideas and just chat, I'd love to chat with you on there because that feels like a safe, monitored space. Also, for any of my members that want to be monitors on there, that would be so lovely. We can like play little games or whatever. I am so open because I want to really get to know you guys more. Oh my gosh, I have so many things I want to say. Oh, so many of you have compared me to different celebrities and every single video, and it's hilarious. It's hilarious. And I always look them up because typically I don't know them. And they're typically some young woman who is blonde. But I really appreciate it. It makes my day and it makes me giggle. But not many people have said the same person, because if people were saying the same over and over, I would totally get it. But I think the one that I see the most is Brie Larson. But that always makes me giggle. And you guys are so sweet with your compliments and stuff. A lot of people ask me about my makeup routine. I do have that posted for members, but I'll probably do one on the main channel at some point. I don't do anything crazy, and I promise you it looks better on camera because I'm a young woman and I deal with a lot of stuff, especially with stress. I didn't want to film for a long time because I just didn't feel myself or my best, and I was struggling with acne and all those normal human people things. I pinky promise to always be vulnerable with you guys on this channel when I'm like actually being myself and not a role play. And I'll talk about mental health and my sexuality and acne and all that good stuff because it's real, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm someone that I'm not. And I also want you guys to have a safe space to come and be you, just be you. Another thing, a common question that people have asked me is about my dating life, which surprises me that you guys are even curious about. And there's not much to say, but I will say that if I ever come on this channel with a ring, if I ever pop out and I'm like, ooh, oh, don't mind my nails, it'll be a shock to both you and me. That's all I'm gonna say about that. As you all know, well, some of you, I do identify as a pansexual. We are very LGBTQ plus friendly here. Do not come in my comments and be mean or rude or homophobic, because I have reported people and they are no longer welcome on this channel. This is a very safe space. I'm not saying you have to be like out and proud here, but I do have my WLW videos and my pride videos, and just overall I try and be really inclusive with my gender inclusivity terminology and all of that wonderful stuff. So that is, I feel very strongly about that. But regardless, I just like people for them as a person. Doesn't matter what's going on here, as long as here and here, good to go. A lot of people have asked me if I am as flirty in person as I can be in some of the videos. And to that I say, I try to be. I think I'm pretty charismatic, but I get around a key person and I'm like, I would be better off talking to a wall. So if you guys are like, how does she do that? I can't do that. I'm just not a skilled flirter. No, my friend, we are just all human. So don't you worry. And another thing, I'm sorry, I keep going off on tangents, but in that realm, you know, I do not script any of my videos. They're all unscripted. They're all off the brain, improvised. So many of you have touched my heart and said that I should become an actress, which I think the professionals would disagree. But I do really appreciate that, because that makes me happy. I took like one acting class in high school, and when I was younger I really wanted to be an actress. But no, I'm an extrovert, which is crazy because I do ASMR. And I like to giggle and have fun and be creative, so that is maybe why I do well at those. Also, well is subjective, so some of you may be like, eh, and that's fine too. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really plan or script my videos, but I do have a running list of video ideas that I want to do. So again, if you guys ever, say something to me, I don't ignore it. I do put it on a list, but I kind of have to like maneuver things based on what I have, what mood I'm in, how much I know about the subject. Like, people have asked me to do some movies and things that I'm not familiar with, unfortunately. But maybe I'll have like a movie marathon night and watch all of your movies. That would be fun. Maybe I could do like a live stream. No, that would be like 1,000 years long. Speaking of live streams, if you guys want more of this, just ask. They are easier to prepare for me for videos, and they're a little bit more chill, but I know a lot of you want to sleep, and sometimes they can get a little crazy, and I have my sweet monitors a lot of the time, but that's also a lot of work. So you guys just let me know. I am willing and able to do them, but I want to put out content you guys want, and I don't want to utilize my time in ways that's not gonna be great for you guys. So I have thought about making a PO box. You guys can send me fun things that aren't like necessarily on my wish list, like snacks or whatever, but again, for safety, I'm still trying to figure out that kind of stuff. But if you want me to put something on the list that is not on the list, I will put it on. And sometimes for customs in the past, people have just said, like, can you buy this separately in your own time, and I will send you the money for it. And it's all very transparent, and we don't have to necessarily do it that way. I'm just saying, I will try my hardest to fulfill your wildest dreams. Well, hold on. Respectfully, for your sweet dreams. And we'll just work together and figure it out. This channel is a journey. I do plan on continuing this channel for a long time. I love it. I have been watching ASMR for like 8 years. And I'm going to put a list of my favorite ASMR artists in the description box, because I don't want to like butcher anyone's name or forget somebody. So, but I have a lot that I've been watching recently, and sometimes it can be hard to watch ASMR when you make ASMR, because sometimes it feels like, oh my gosh, like they're doing better than me, or like that's an idea, and it just kind of stresses me out. But I think I'm over that hump, and I really want to enjoy people's creativity and skill set without comparing it to my own. So anyways, I know I'm not the best ASMR artist out there, but so many of you have been so sweet and said that this means a lot to you, and you guys mean a lot to me. So we're keeping it going. Let's see. What other fun things can I share about that are happening? Oh, let's talk. Some of you want to get to know me a little bit, which is so fun. You ask if my role plays have any truth in them, which sometimes, because I can't like totally disconnect myself from them, but oftentimes they're just like fun extensions of myself, like personal trainer. I do really like yoga, and I do work out, and I like going to the gym, and I like being fit. So I knew some stuff from that, but I've never been a yoga instructor or a like a Zumba teacher, or like, I don't know, with the FBI agent, or like crazy girlfriend. Like, I don't know, I just sometimes that's really different from my personality, so I like to like get a little bit of that out of my system, like play a little bit crazy. But I also really enjoy, like, I don't know, I think it's fun to play an extension of like a part of myself that I don't typically, like, I don't know, act on, whatever. As for movies and stuff, I have tried to get my inspiration from different like media and whatever, but I don't watch a lot of shows or movies, and I'm so sorry because I don't get so many of your references. But I've got a little something called ADHD, and it is really difficult for me to sit still and watch something, even a show, unless I'm with somebody, which is why I really like YouTube, because I'll like click around. And then ASMR I listen to throughout, but I'm typically half asleep by it. And I really like music, and I've shared my music taste with you guys. One of my favorite artists right now is The Sacred Souls. I really like Hosier. I really like, and suddenly I'm blanking on any artists I've ever seen. Kiss. I really like, anyways, I post a list. It's in my little post area of all of my favorite songs right now. I like A New Immortal Orchestra. So much fun stuff. R&B, jazz, pop, rock, etc. So I got so many of your song recommendations on my record store video. I did put them all on a playlist. I have not been able to, I just totally blank sometimes, and I don't respond to all of you about my feedback on the song, but that typically means I like it, and I'm just jamming to it. And I totally forgot because I'm enjoying my playlist. But that makes me feel really close to you guys and awesome. So yeah, thank you for that. In my free time, I also really like to collage. I like to draw. I like to hike. I am an avid thrifter, and fun fact, all of my clothes are secondhand. I don't buy anything firsthand, and I haven't for like 3 years, but I like to think that I'm quite stylish. Maybe that's not true. Let me see. People have asked often about my haircut. I cut my own hair 90% of the time, but if you were, actually that's a lie, but in the past year, 90% of my haircuts have been myself. And if you want similar chaotic crazy hair, you can ask your lovely hairstylist salon person for curtain bangs like these and long layers. I also ask for like some fringe sometimes, face framing, yada yada. Honestly, I just like a bunch of like crazy fun texture and stuff like that, but it ends up coming out kind of basic because I just have long blonde hair. I do experiment with some like costume party colors sometimes, but it's very rare because for work and all that kind of stuff. I just really love to express myself in fun ways. I really like to cook, and I think I'm pretty good at it, but I'm not very good at baking because I'm kind of an eyeballer, and you can't really do that with baking. I don't know. Let me say things that are more ASMR related. Oh, people have asked about my favorite triggers. I love tapping. I love tapping. You can be tapping on anything with short nails, long nails. I don't care. I tap on things every single day, and it annoys my friends and family, but I love it. I love guided meditations. I love really anything personal attention related, doing stuff to your face. I love like the ignoring you triggers. Love those. I think they're so good because they kind of help me do work too. I like play them in the background. I really like writing and pencil sounds, personal questions. I feel like I'm naming so many things, but they're all good. I've really grown to like so much of ASMR. When people do like fun role plays that are really creative, I have so much respect for that. Also, please list your favorite ASMR artists down below, especially if I haven't mentioned them, because I would love to check them out and give them a shout out, collab with them one day, something like that. Also, do you guys like ASMR collaborations? Do you want me to work with other creators to like put out content, or do you just want to see me? Because if so, that's really fine. But if you guys want to be introduced to new people, or you want me to work with someone that you really love, I will also consider that, because I think that that's a great way to connect in the community. Another question is, do you guys want me to do more visually interactive stuff, or stuff that you can do eyes closed sleeping? Do you typically want to fall asleep to videos, or you want entertainment? That is also something I'm really curious about, because I can probably make like 50-50, but if you guys really prefer one or the other, I'm gonna do that for you, obviously. So also, do you want to see more of previous characters or more new characters? Like, would you like some like one-off things where you just see like random characters sometimes, or do you want me to create series and playlists with specific characters? I feel like I have like a kind of good bit right now. We have Flora, we've got the crazy ex-girlfriend, we've got the Ditsy girl, we've got oh gosh, a lot of, you know, like girlfriend WLW ones, things like that. I can do that. So let me know, or I can just do like a bunch of fun random ones. I know a lot of you like the WLW ones, but maybe those are just the people speaking out the most. If you don't want to see that, if you want to see less flirty videos, less, you know, like romantic interest ones, I can just do some more good old ASMR. I have my things that I like to do as a ASMR artist, and there are things that do really well on the channel, and some things that I like to do don't do well, and vice versa. And sometimes I just get lucky. So I do try and make what I want, but I also want to make what you guys want and what the algorithm wants, because that's how I can continue to make this channel grow, and get financial compensation, which I wish it wasn't important, but it is just a teensy bit. Would I continue to make ASMR without that? Yes, absolutely. But I couldn't make it like I can make it more when I'm doing better, if that makes sense. Because it's like two birds, one stone, and it's really enjoyable for me. But yeah, let's see. I want to make sure I cover everything, but I don't want to talk your ears off, and I also don't want to say things that you guys genuinely don't care about. Oh, my friends, Actually, this is not for my friends. This is for other people who may be watching this video. Because my friends don't do this to me. Please be respectful. Please, 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 please be respectful. Please do not send me unsolicited things. Please do not make an SFW commentary on my social media messages DM'd or publicly on YouTube, because they're hidden for everybody else, but I can still see them, and sometimes it hurts my heart. I love you guys, but I don't. I still want things to be lighthearted and sweet and consensual, and I don't want to be scared to make content because of what people may put out about me or think about me, or anyways. So that was just something I had to say, because I've gotten a lot of custom requests that are not very kind and nice and appropriate, and I've gotten a lot of messages that are not very kind and nice and appropriate, and some mean well, but I like to keep this channel solely for ASMR, and I do not create any not suitable for work content. So if you ask, you will not receive, and it honestly just makes us both uncomfortable. So I love you though. I'm sorry that took a less fun turn, but had to be said because I want to feel safe and not icky. Let's see. I don't know. I want to answer your questions, and I thought I would be better in video form, but I feel like I'm forgetting everything I've ever been asked. So please ask them in the comments if you're genuinely really curious. I really want to continue to grow and improve this channel. I'm thinking about getting a binaural microphone. Actually, in the future, I am planning on investing more of my money that I have saved from this channel. Currently, I'm not in the financial position to do so, but I want to do fun backgrounds for you guys. I want to do binaural microphones, triggers, so it's, 360 sound. I want to get, improved lighting and sound and editing, and I do have merch, but I don't think you guys really liked my merch, and that's fine. I'm super new to merch, and the merch was a little expensive because I am new to the processes and I was doing it through a third-party site. But I did get a wonderful artist to make a little logo for me, which is my picture on Instagram and YouTube, and that will go on lots of my merch items. So if you guys want merch and you're, interested, I will continue. But I made a upfront investment that I thought would be cool for the channel, but if you guys aren't into that, no harm, no foul. If you do, I will just work harder to get less expensive and cooler merch, and we'll tag team on that one. Okay. Anyways, next steps for me, now that I'm settled here, I want to get a pet. I need a little loved one, a little buddy. So I'm thinking of doing that. I think cats are probably more manageable for my current situation. So if one day I come on here with some cat ASMR and some nice purring, don't be surprised, because that is so soothing to me, and I would love to put out a video like that if I had a fluffy little beautiful cat. I am gonna continue working at my job, but I'm trying to get on a clearer, consistent video schedule. So fingers crossed for that. I think I have some more sponsorships coming in the future, which is really, really exciting. My first big girl one coming very soon, and I'm pumped. But yeah, I love you all, and I'm sorry that this might have been so boring for some of you, but I just felt like I needed to be kind of raw and real and like giggly, and have a chat with you guys and answer some frequently asked questions, give you guys some updates, and have you guys know me outside of my characters. So, I love y'all deeply. I hope you get some lovely sleep. Please continue to come to me for a safe and lovely space. Tell me your hopes and desires in regards to ASMR, and I will do my best to be a little fairy sleep godmother, or god sister, or god friend, or you know what I mean. So, I love you all, and I hope you have a wonderful evening if you're not already asleep. And yeah, just let me know what you want from me in a respectful and nice way, and we will work together, make it happen, and continue to have an amazing slumber party. Alright?